All right, sorry everybody, we're just getting here and getting set up. Good morning. So we're gonna try something a little different, some kind of little bit different activism here. I'm gonna take and hold a flag near the entrance of the police station. And the first cop that comes out and talks to me about this, well, we'll just give him the flag. So I think that's a new way to try and hold these folks accountable. So, brand new flag. We're gonna get the GoPro set up as well. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. We're just getting here, so bear with me. We are getting everything ironed out, but you can see they've already got the labels already up. They already put the signage on the doors, and we'll go closer and take a look here in a second. Like I said, we're just getting set up. I just didn't want to be late for you guys. There's an officer specifically I want to give this to. It's Lieutenant Vasquez. A couple months ago, he had had a chat with me when I was arrested for not wearing a mask, and we're just getting so we're mounting the GoPro onto the van, so that way it's still attached to my property, but we can still get a good shot. All right. So, like I said, we're going to come in here. We're gonna hang out. I'm just grabbing that Red Bull. So we're just gonna take a look. Oh, I'm gonna grab my iPad so I can see what you guys are saying. And my Red Bulls. Oh. All right. We're here. Thanks for bearing with me. So we're gonna flip the camera around. James Madison Audits is actually already inside. But as you can see, this is their new stance. Video and audio recording in the lobby is prohibited, except for the law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. Interesting. So we're gonna get set up over here. I'll be able to read your guys' comments from the iPad. Got our flag set up here. Let's see here. I'm assuming most of them probably took the day off. All right, everybody, we're gonna put on some headphones. You guys hear me loud and clear in the chat? All right, can you guys hear me at all? All right, doing some test 1, 2, 3. All right. Just so you guys can see this. They've got these new signs that says no video, audio recording inside this lobby.
Are you using the back entrance? He's running. He's running.
Look at him go! Look at him go! Oh, goodness.
Police Department has these new signs up. And these new signs basically prevent you from video or audio recording in the police department unless you're a law enforcement personnel and your law enforcement capacity. So I'm going to hold this flag as a reminder to them that they don't have this ability. This is unacceptable. There's plenty of court cases which list in the descriptions of why this is unconstitutional. Then move the bill. Peacefully protested, my friend.
No problem.
Have a good day. I'm just trying to remind them, you know. Trying to remind them free speech.
And you can say what you want. That's what's up.
Anybody that's watching this live, who's here in DeLand, Florida, to come down and join me and peacefully protest, stand up to this tyranny, this past stuff. Chief Umberger thinks that he's able to just dictate exactly what happens on these grounds as if he owns them. It's going to be a quick reminder that he doesn't. So. I do see your guys' comments, by the way. That's James Madison Audits. You didn't catch that. Somebody can tag JMA Audits in the chat, where people can find him as well. We greatly appreciate you. I agree. He's going to definitely put his town to the ring doing this. Mailman's here, or mailwoman.
Hey, chat, do me a favor. If you guys can hear me okay, because I just switched over to Bluetooth, just give me a thumbs up in the chat or like a 1 in the chat. So audio's good? All right, sweet. There we go. Sweet. I'll still be checking comments, but this might be just easier for me to be able to see exactly, or you guys be able to hear me from a distance. Have a good day, Mr. Mailman. You see their new signs? You see the new signs? No public? What? I thought we were in America. These are public lobbies. Peaceful protest. So if you're just joining us, guys, we're here at the DeLand Police Department, where as of Monday, they voted on a new ordinance that would restrict any video or audio recording inside this public lobby right here. As stated, video and audio recording in this police department lobby is prohibited except for law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. So I find that interesting. So now they not only do they have a private interview room back here, but now they also have a way to prevent you from even recording if you were to file a complaint. They have no way. They have a way to prevent you from recording if you were to ask for a public record. Maybe they didn't give it to you. Now this has happened time and time again, and yet we still have this fight. And somebody like myself or James Madison has to stand here until it's fixed. And so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to keep going live outside this DeLand Police Department to show the transparency that they failed to want to share, at least until they stop me. So I imagine one of the viewers is DeLand. So if you're watching, I'm down here. You can come grab a flag. It's for you. So grab some of my Red Bull here. They're not sponsored, but okay. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure James Madison wasn't still in cuffs. James is inside, physically recording everything down. And I do apologize for the viewers that are still here. And you hear me repeat myself here in a few minutes on why we're here, but it's so important. If you have a Twitter, if you have a Facebook, please share this live. If you have any of these things, please share this live. Everything helps. Getting the word out there that DeLand Police Department is like not pro First Amendment. Freedom of the press is not something they're interested in maintaining. We keep exposing them for their corruption. They maintain a hiring of a Corporal Damon Dino Clark. Dino is his alias. If you have Google in front of you, you know, the interesting thing is you could actually Google Dino Clark, the NPC heavy weightlifting circuit for Daytona Beach, and you'll find a treasure trove of images. But this individual, Mr. Clark, likes to message domestic violence victims after they've were involved in, whether it be a incident with their child, incident with their husband, and he will start to message them kind of intimate things like, "Good morning, beautiful. How are you doing?" Start making passes at them. And it gets to a point where he's so persistent that even some of the strongest people let their walls break down. Now, if you go check out my recent videos, there's one with the interview with the husband who this officer had an affair with his wife. This officer is still employed here, who also is the same Clark that makes inappropriate comments about children. I mean, we're talking children, high school aged girls, was making inappropriate comments, which you can read in the 21-page IA investigation. You know, and if that wasn't bad enough, I was then in this lobby doing an investigation on a Gina Place, who's kind of a person who's not in charge of evidence, but she kind of oversees a large portion of evidence here at DeLand Police Department. And somebody smashed my phone. It's like, oh man, be careful. They have a new rule. They have a new rule: no audio or video recording in the police department.
That's against the Constitution.
I agree. That's why I'm here.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Be careful.
Yes, sir.
But you know, where I was going with this was when I was in the lobby, my phone was smashed, and they still chose to not arrest the guy, charge him. They shook his hand and let him leave. I had to get with the state's attorney to have them actually press charges, and so that's where we stand. And finally, the last blow here with DeLand Police Department is arresting me for not wearing a mask. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen that video. Literally, this police department right here, we're standing in front of DeLand Police Department. They arrested me back in 2022 for not wearing a mask. Now, they claimed it was second-degree trespassing on a public property. I was there doing my business at a Social Security Administration office, which is federal grounds. These guys just wing it. They just go do whatever they want until someone tells them no. These guys need to be stopped. They need new leadership. And there's a phone number listed in the description where you can call and give them, let them know how you feel about this. There's a number right here in the description. You can call right now, hit option 2, and it'll go to the front desk of this police station. You can tell them how you feel. You can tell them how you feel this is unconstitutional. And on top of that, James Madison Audits is already in there. He's listening, and he's going to be there to make sure that your calls are being taken. So it's a great time to call right now. It's like a toll-free operator back in the 90s. It's a great time to call. Prices are low, 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 like their pay. Just do the right thing, DeLand. Remember, best way we get this out is by you all sharing it, giving it a thumbs up. It increases that algorithm. You know, this isn't everybody's cup of tea, which I understand, and not asking you to stay here forever, but your support is appreciated. Even just a phone call to the police department is more than I can ask for. Because again, you have the right to redress your grievances, to call this police station and let them know that you are not okay with this draconian rule here. Video and audio recording in the police department lobby is prohibited except for law enforcement personnel in law enforcement capacity. Now that goes in direct contradiction to the case law that I have presented in the description. I don't know what they're trying to do, if they're trying to get us to stop or they're trying to curb our freedom of speech, which seems like something that the Volusia County Sheriff wanted to do. If that's what they're trying to do, all they're doing is just antagonizing us to want to push harder to ensure that these rights are protected. Now, obviously, my phone doesn't have a 1,000,000 amp hour battery, but we will get this as long as we can. And then we'll recharge and we'll probably go live again. Do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, as long as I can without interfering with any of my other commitments. We'll stand out here with this American flag and remind them that this is our building, we the people's building, not theirs, not Chief Asperger's building. The bird stopped. That means the morning officially started, huh? Now, my goal is not to get arrested today, but I do plan on standing my ground. Um, Hopefully, they don't drop this flag if they try. Let's see what the comments say. No, this is live, 100% live. But thanks for asking. I'm gonna go grab the battery pack from my car, everybody. So hold on. I'm still with you guys. Just give me a second. I'm grabbing a battery pack. Let's grab some juice. Womp womp. Gotta love technology. All right, I'm back. Like I said, guys, you guys can call in literally right now. James Madison's inside, writing down every phone call that comes in, just to prove the point that there's nothing private that happens in this police station. Literally, all of it is public record. Whether they release it or not, it's records. These records are accessible. Sometimes you have to go through a greater length, like filing lawsuits and complaints, before you can get these records, but there ain't no record you can't get. It's just some records are harder than others. Like they'll say an active case is an exempt case. That's the thing, is an active case wouldn't have been active right in the police lobby. All right, y'all. If you're still just joining us, I'm gonna check on James. I think he's still inside. Yeah, he's good. He's not in handcuffs. Now, I don't know what he is doing inside. I know he is recording in some matter or fashion with a pen, a pencil, um, whatever it may be. I'm not sure. He may even have. James might have an eidetic memory. James may be able to literally have a photographic memory of everything that happens inside there. We don't know. But right now, as of today or yesterday evening, video and recording in the police lobby, the lobby, is prohibited except for law enforcement personnel in the law enforcement capacity. That's such a joke. And I hope that you can see how silly this is, Chief Umberger. I hope you're watching this from your desk right now. Like, I'm so sick of this. Why don't you just do the right thing? Hold your officers accountable. Fire them. Corporal Clark was literally discharged from the military for having an extramarital affair. Article 13 point something. I can't remember the point, but then he, what I think it was 4.5 years later, requested an upgrade to his dishonorable discharge from a less than honorable to an honorable. Like, this is the guy you have hiring. This is the guy who you have a badge and a gun, and he is going after other people's spouses. And if you think it's only one, there's multiple victims. And it's the same exact pattern. This is Corporal Clark, and those videos are down in my YouTube. You can watch them. All the evidence has always been made available. I don't lie about any of this stuff. I go through as much detail as I can to provide all of you with as much information that you can actually go read. But this department is hiding behind this bullshit. Pardon my French, YouTube. Probably get demonetized, but video and audio recording in the police department lobby is prohibited. Unacceptable. Let's tighten this flag back up. All this walking around. So we've got a 5x3 hand sewn, hand stitched American flag, and we are willing to give this to the chief of police if he's willing to come out and talk to us. But like I said, I doubt that he will do that. He's scared of transparency. He's scared of accountability. And the chief of police, I think, has to go. I think that's the next step. I think removing him from his position here at the DeLand Police Department is the only step if he continues this kind of escapade. Because this isn't just here. This is out back. This is along the side of the building. This is all over this whole property. See you, my friend. Thank you. We're trying to do it peacefully,
Yeah, no, I get it. He just gave me the information to your channel. I'm gonna follow you guys. I do delete law Z's and stuff like that. So
hell yeah. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Right there. That's we the people coming together and holding this city accountable. Like I was telling you earlier, in the description below is all the contact details you need to request information from the state's attorney's office, asking them what they think about this. There's the PIO's email address, their phone number. Not on top of that, there's the DeLand Police Department phone number. They've included Jason Umberger's email address in the description below. You can redress your grievances just like myself. You don't have to let me just doing the complaining. You can complain. If you're in this comment section, if you're even watching this channel, you should be upset with this. You should have the right to record your interactions with the police department, period, end of story. And this is just pure lack of transparency. They're hiding something, and we will get to the bottom of it. Again, all the information you need is in the description below, emails, phone numbers. You guys can peacefully, remember this, peacefully redress your grievances, not threatening their families, I'm not going to tell you how to use your free speech, but just know that strong winds, Florida, that's a new one. I'm not going to tell you how to redress your grievances, but I highly recommend that you peacefully redress those grievances, because every time that one of our followers sends a threatening message or an obscene email about someone's family member, it discredits the work that we've tried so hard to do. And the same thing probably goes to this police department. They probably worked so hard to become a staple in this community, but they have officers like Corporal Clark that they maintain hiring. Like, why keep him? Why go through all this? I don't know. It makes zero sense to me. But You guys go ask. You guys ask them. See what you think. Like I said, Corporal Clark, everybody's in there. I'm just reading some of the chats here. Yeah, but again, we're not going to try to get charged with like wiretapping or like something silly because they make up charges. They have an entire law book to go after us. So James Madison is inside. He's still recording freely. Again, with a pen, with a pencil, we don't know. And what I mean by that, so you don't misunderstand it, like physically handwriting details down so that way we can show that this is hypocritical. The second you file a complaint to the police department, I can make a public records request. Somebody.
Can I do that one or no? Because he's in there now recording with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it because he's new practice in there.
Is it? Well, I just told all of them live because in the description, it has the email address for Jason Umberger. It has the phone number for the front desk. I told them what number to hit, option 2, to call and redress their grievances peacefully.
Yeah.
I gave them the state's attorney's email.
Yeah, that'll work. I'm just I'm gonna submit that one because of the remember what you had.
Yep.
Because I think I can do it. I can do this one, and I'll do this request here. I'm gonna add another one to it.
Yeah. Hey, let Chief know that I got a gift for him if he's willing to come chat. If you didn't catch that, that's James Madison Audits, another local independent journalist here in the Volusia County area. And he is just as upset about this as you are. Other stations have tried to do this, and they failed. The same way DeLand's going to fail, wasting your taxpayer dollars on installing these unconstitutional signs. Supreme Court's already ruled on this. I don't know how much easier it gets. I mean, I don't even know who the city attorney is, but obviously he didn't go to a very good school. He told them that this was absolutely constitutional. So we've already requested the copy of that first reading so we can use that in court. DeLand, I really hope you guys are watching or listening, even up there, because I'm telling you, this was an attempt to stop us, and all it did was just kind of fuel the fire. So, good call. And when you guys see me doing a thumbs up, there's a second story building up here, and they have people that sometimes they'll stand over this ledge and watch me. Same thing with this side window. I don't know if they realize I can see them, but we might go on a field trip here in a little bit, check around the police station. I'm going to take a quick seat real quick on this bench, catch up on some of these comments. Oh. All right. Thank you, everybody, for... Oh, my back. Not as young as I used to be. All right. So if you guys have a question, I'm looking at the comments right now. Yeah, I'm not going to give them any reason to arrest me. I'd like to go home tonight. I would not like to go to the county jail. Let that be on the record. That place is dirty, and it is not a fun place to hang out. Let me tell you. The nice thing, there's a nice reflection, depending on how big this screen is. I mean, my view is pretty crystal clear. Pretty good. That's can at least see the traffic. Hey, Jeanette, did you get to check out that third part of that internal affairs interview? Nope, not live, or not a pre-recorded. It's definitely live. Like I said, everybody, in the description, you should be able to find all of the contact details for the police department, including the state's attorney's office. Let your voices be heard. I mean, there's 17 of you in here. If all 17 of you called, I think they'd be like, the chief of police is making our jobs harder. And that's what he's doing. He's making everybody's job harder. It's simple. All right. I don't know if you guys are all familiar, but there's a new bill called SB 184 here in Florida. It's on the desk for the governor to sign.
All right.
Nice.
Is this your
That's the live feed.
live?
Yeah, it's a 17. Yeah.
Can you read that?
I kind of go back and forth. Like, I'll check on it a little bit. Everybody can hear me pretty good through the headphones.
Oh, you have headphones in?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's pretty. Yeah. So you got the setup, man. I don't know how to tell you.
And I got the GoPro on attached to the van, so that way they can't confiscate everything.
Right.
So I was trying to think about this strategically.
I like them. Is it live or pre-recorded?
Those are fun. Well, because I'm going over like why this isn't like improper. I have the court cases that you told are in the description.
Yeah. So they're not going to get nasty. They're not going to do anything stupid. I went in there and recorded a minute ago. They're doing this to intimidate those who don't have a backbone to come in and do that. So if you have a complaint that is being issued to the police department, like if you want to make a complaint, they can tell you to turn it off so that you can't document your own interaction with law enforcement.
That's what I was explaining. Is that we've had people say they've come up here, requested records, and if they didn't have it recorded, there's no proof.
Yeah.
And that's important. It differentiates between honesty and dishonesty, and
an independent, non-biased witness.
Well, and accountability. What are they hiding? Like, that's what I keep trying to figure out. It's like, this is all started from one officer to try and do a smoke screen away from Clark.
Yeah, they gave him an award the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. He's the victim's advocate now, right?
Is he?
Is that what I saw? Or we were talking about?
I sure hope not.
Find it. If you're just joining us, you're trying to figure out what the heck's going on. We are here in DeLand, Florida, at the DeLand Police Department, and we are currently just peacefully protesting these new signs that are outside the police station. It says video and audio recording in the police lobby is prohibited except for the law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. I don't know where they think that this is even constitutionally right, but they have a rude awakening coming because there are independent agencies out there, law agencies, law firms that are going to be filing suit against them for preventing people from going in here and filming. This is a publicly accessible area. There's literally a carousel of information right here at the corner of this wall, and like you spin it around, there's information, victims advocate paperwork, there's complaint forms, there's mission statements, their annual reports are all right here. So is this not a public lobby anymore? How do they get to determine where you can film in a public area? This is literally open to the public. I don't have to have a badge. I don't have to badge myself in here. It's not a restricted area. The phone number for DeLand Police Department is in the description. If you really truly want to redress your grievances, call that number, hit 2, it'll bring you to the front desk. Call a complaint, file a complaint. Jason Umberger's email, the chief of police's email, is right in the description. Peacefully, not threaten, peacefully redress your grievances. Because every time that we do a threatening email or we try to go after someone's family, it disincentivizes all of our actions. So peacefully redress your grievances. All that being said, you have the freedom of speech. I won't tell you what to say. I have the big sign in the car, by the way.
Which one?
Yeah. I don't think I can go live with that one. It becomes demonetized like almost immediately.
Does it?
Yeah, because it's just because it's on the sign, the F word.
Yeah.
So is this no longer a public area?
Yeah, apparently.
I mean,
It's not. It's a public area.
so and they're allowed to restrict public area.
No. Nope.
That's what baffles my mind. Wasted taxpayer dollars to put up this. What do you think about $250 to put these up?
No, the city did it themselves, so it's probably
Labor costs.
whatever the bind on the cost is and their time. So I'd probably say max about $50. Landowner law.
I got a video of one of the guys running away from me.
Really?
Yes,
The cop?
yes,
Why?
I don't know. He parked right here, and he was trying to go around me, and the guy from the back wall, like from the back door, goes, "Velez, Velez," and he goes like this. He starts like just looking at. I got it too. They're funny. This is their evidence storage. All of it, like all of their evidence, is located there, and they jaywalk every time the supervisor and her peons. They'll jaywalk across the street. There's a crosswalk right there, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. It's not a signalized intersection.
Oh, okay.
You have to have 2 signalized intersections, like a traffic light.
Oh, I thought it had to be two crosswalks at either end, like eligible crossing points at either end.
Because then what if there's a street that's 10 miles long and there's one on the other end? And
I think there's a distance, isn't there? 150. Oh,
There's 2 signalized intersections.
2 signalized intersections.
So if there's a stop sign here and a traffic light there, not signalized. There's a if there's a signalized crosswalk here and a signalized crosswalk here that stops traffic, you got to cross at those. If there's a traffic light and a traffic light, you got to cross at those. If there's a traffic light and a T intersection, you got to cross anywhere you want.
You see that the video that Orange City did for the truck roads? It actually was pretty good. I was actually impressed with the Orange City. If you're watching, you guys, Orange City Police Department posted a video on their police page, and it's Officer Hoffman, who has honestly been a dedicated like fitness guy, because if you won't even recognize him from his older photos, the guy's lost at least 110 pounds, but he's the road cop, and he's been educating the public on what truck drive-through roads are and what roads trucks can't drive through. And like I said, that's the kind of videos I want to see that the police department do, is educating the public instead of just arresting them. All right, chat. So we're probably going to hang out here for a few more minutes, and then we'll do like a little field trip around the police department, show you guys what else they've put up in preventance of transparency. Did you see those property lines I sent you? So they don't. The police department doesn't own the parking lot, and so the police department doesn't own a part of that parking lot at all. It's a vacant government lot from where the corner of that park, like the first parking spot is. It's like a square, and the whole lot, there's basically where they put those signs is not even theirs. It's completely vacant government land. Not a
federal or
yeah, just no, not federal, just like municipal government. But it's not assigned to DeLand City. Now that being said, DeLand City does have the option to utilize it for like an event space or other, but the police department, according to the tax code, they don't own any of that, and neither does the federal. So where those trucks are parked, that's not federal property. Where the sidewalk is, not federal property, and it's not even police department property. I went on to the Volusia County tax appraiser and pulled up these addresses, and it showed the property lines. I'm pretty sure they're watching
Yeah, they've got
that, or they're watching the live.
likely.
I would be. Someone's protesting outside my building. That cheeseburger image was perfect. Chief Ashburger. A lot of them probably took off today.
What?
So a lot of them probably took Friday off.
That's nice, isn't it? All right, I'm uploading that, and then I will be right back.
Sounds good.
And it's a handmade flag?
Yeah, so this is from Allegiance Flag Supply. They made here in America. They hire women of domestic violence, and they actually hand sew these flags.
Wow.
North Carolina.
So let me do one more of those. I'll get that here.
Hold on.
I'm going to ask if he's, Chief is here, it looks like.
Oh, man.
What'd you do?
Got the box wet when I spilled it. But yeah, you can see.
So what do you have here? You have a hand sewn by Master Seamstress American flag, and you want to present this to the police chief?
Yeah.
Think he's going to come out?
I hope so. I just want to remind him that this is America and we are free.
I don't think he's going to come out. Let's go on in.
Thanks everybody for being here. I'm just reading up the comments. Well, that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, so they have now considered this a restricted area. They're saying that my filming discourages victims from reporting crimes. What does this do? What does this do to victims for reporting their crimes? Do you think this doesn't discourage them? The chief of police is literally trying to do everything he can to stop us, or at least to slow us down, so that way we are disinterested. He's scared. He wants to see that if people don't have a backbone, he wants to try and see who's not willing to actually go past this front door. The crazier part is Chris Graham, their PIO, says that us filming discourages people from reporting crimes. And truly, this would prevent everyone from reporting a crime. I'm here for maybe 15, 20 minutes for requesting stuff and filming. This right here will stop people from reporting crimes. I promise. I would see this and say, well, I'm not going in here to report my crime. I'll call in and I'll record it then. And again, that's what someone could do if they really wanted amenity or amenity or wanted some, yeah, some,
I can't even say it.
yeah. But if you wanted to be not even anonymous, but just some privacy, you can call the police station, set up them to come to even to your home, to a private location where you feel comfortable to report a crime that you're a victim of. People are trying to say that this public lobby is the only place you can report a crime. Absolutely not. This is to stop us as journalists, as independent people, as freelance journalists, to stop us from coming in here and getting the records that we've requested about Corporal Clark, Officer Cooper, Rideout, Joey Malero. Then the list goes on and on of the number of officers who have done so many things that would actually make, some of them would make you laugh, like Joey Malero driving off with the gas pump handle still attached to the car, creating an inserviceable gas pump for the DeLand Police Department. Now that right there is a hindrance to the police. What do I know though?
Or
they won't be able to hear you.
The word prostitution stand.
Prostitution stand?
Yep.
Oh yeah, prostitution sting.
Think about what we're going to come out with that.
Yeah. We got people that are just literally using the information they receive on a call to then text these victims and try and make a hopeful pass. Maybe at first it seems cordial, like a hey, how are you doing? A kind good morning. Then it's hey, I drove by your house, I saw somebody was there. That's stalking by police officers who are supposed to be entrusted with your safety and your information. We've seen this at Orange City Police Department. They're using David. Now, actually, I'm glad that there's some of you in here for this. If you want to know if David is being used against you in your local area, you can go to your clerk office or your police department and ask for an audit of your driver's license number for your local police department and see who's been running your information. I actually highly recommend all of you in here do that, like today. It won't hurt. That's how I found out that Officer King was searching my information when I had no contact with him at a completely different call unrelated to me. This is an abuse of power, which is what DeLand is doing right now with this sign. This sign is literally just an abuse of power, and Chief Umberger knows it, and he knows that this is unenforceable, and we know that he's already been given instructions that they will not look to try and enforce this by PIO until they have more information to actually enforce this law. 67. That is, oh, there's two going. Undercover. No, that one over there. This one isn't. I don't recognize that one as a police vehicle. They have a couple that they're Impala. They want me to do a statement to. They want me to come in and give a written statement on that officer leaving the lane twice and then running that red light. And then, but they said I could do it on body camera, but why would I go in and report anything?
Yeah.
Look, great job, Chief. You just prevented me from reporting a crime. Woo!
I'm going to run and see what they got going on.
Okay.
Back in a little bit, hopefully.
All right, my friend. We'll be here.
I'll let him know. Milan said he'll see if the chief's in his office.
Like I said, this is a great way to peacefully protest. What are they going to say? I'm too nice? Mr. Sanders, you're being too nice. I doubt the chief will come down for this flag, but we shall see. We shall see, we shall see. Ooh, I hear a puppy. Hold on, we're going to pop our head in here. See if anybody's looking. Smells good in there though. Whoever cleans this place. Probably one of the cleanest police departments I've ever been inside. But I can't show you because I can't record in there. Car 27, I believe, is Officer Nelson. I've been wanting to play a game called Who's That Cop? And like have a cop car. Then you guys try to identify which cop it is based off the police car number. Kind of like Who's That Pokemon? Who's that policeman? Let's see what the comments are saying. We pay people to do that, right? Yeah, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll see last night I posted some of the public records requests that I've made in the past and the costs that have been associated with some of those. I posted some of the largest requests where we requested all of the historical photos from the Orange City Police Department, or actually just from Orange City altogether, and they wanted to charge us literally $560,000 for those photos. Same thing with emails. I think they wanted to charge me, I think, $6,000 for 3,000 emails. Um, there's a cost barrier to this. Now, if you are here in DeLand, come down and see me. You can join me. I've got some pig stickers for any of my followers that come down and say, "Hey, we follow you," or "We recognize you." I appreciate all of you. I would do this even if you guys weren't here, to be honest. So if you're just joining us, we are here at the DeLand Police Department. On Monday, the city voted to approve a new ordinance that would not allow for video and recording in a police department lobby is prohibited except for law enforcement personnel only in their law enforcement capacity. Now, that means that is this a restricted area? Is that what this is? Does the footage now get blurred out from this area? Is this no longer public? You know, they really didn't think this through. I honestly think that they anticipated that we would get scared, that we would stop coming around the moment that this came to fruition. Sorry, I thought I heard or seen somebody go inside. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just James. Now, some of you might also be here in DeLand, Florida. If you've got stories or information on things that are happening here in the police office or even in the police station, feel free to reach out to us. My link tree has a lot of my contact details. Please feel free to contact me anytime. I'll do my best to take a look at all the information you have. When I take on a case, I take it on, and I really invest myself. So I'm a little busy right now, but I'm happy to look into certain things, especially if it aligns with certain cases I'm already working. Um, like I said, this flag is for Chief Humberger. Chooses to come down and get it. It's my peaceful protest.
You're still live?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I just wanted to record it again and not do anything about it unless they're going to put charging affidavits through. But I brought my drone with me, and I was just in there asking them, do you remember when you had tried to screw my livelihood over and reported me to FAA for my 107 certification for flying a drone? That's what DeLand Police Department did about a year and a half or 2 years ago.
So I don't know if you guys know what he means, but when you fly a drone, you have to get a cert with the FAA and you have to take a test. People can file complaints saying that you're misusing a drone or you're flying in ineligible airspace, and that's what they did here to James. And if you don't realize this, but if you are a drone operator and that's your business, there goes your livelihood. You're talking weddings booked, you're talking events planned. They don't care about your livelihood. They will write you a ticket the moment you step over the line of that blue line. Like the moment.
Step over. If you get close to it, they'll be like, yeah, just push the charges through anyway.
Yep.
So just to give you an idea, this is the controller here, but when I go and do flights and stuff like that, if I 3D map something, it could be anywhere from a $2,000 to an $8,000 job. That's about the average of what it is when I do mapping. So when I flew one time documenting this crap hole here and them blocking, well, you actually got arrested for the mask thing.
Yep.
But kicking people out of the school board for not wearing a mask when it was time to wear a mask. And if you believe in the mask, if you don't believe in the mask, if you think it works, you don't think it works, it's not about that. It was about separation and isolation, and they were still forcing it. And even though he and his friend, one of his friends, had stage 4 lung cancer, they still arrested these people for not wearing a mask. And this is back in the day when this happened. So ultimately what happened is I fly my drone above trees probably 300 or 400 feet away from anybody because there was a mass group of people protesting. And then DeLand Police Department decided that they were going to do a report and they were going to send it to the FAA to try and get me penalized for that. And not only do I fly drones, but I fly real planes too. I mean, regular airplanes, fixed wing.
And that can mess with your FAA certification.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but it takes hours to even get close to that. And that's just a test. And then hopefully pass.
Money, it's not, hours
you have
and time and money.
Have to have a plane. But again, DeLand doesn't care. And here's the interesting thing. They're gonna send a complaint about him. But right now, all of you can go to Google Street View, and you can see a street view of all of the back end of the police department because they let the Google Street View vehicle go through there because I'm pretty sure they were thinking, oh, this is cool. But you know what? It's only cool when there's somebody on their side. They only like it if it's somebody that's willing to lick the boot. And I'm not doing that. I'm willing to give a peace offering to remind them of freedom, what they're here to do, and the oath that they swore to protect. This is an enemy. That's a domestic enemy right there. Anybody who stops a public area from being a public area and restricts it is not my friend. And until they remove this, we will not have peace here at DeLand Police Department.
You know what's funny is all this peace and the offering like that, I was scratching my arm with a middle finger, so I'm sorry about that. There was someone going by. You may be more peaceful than I am, but when I was in there, speaking of peace and law and abiding citizens, there was a guy in there that was picking up his firearm. They gave him possession of his firearm while he was inside the police department. If I walk in there with a concealed weapon, I'm going to jail, and I'm going to be stuck and held to the fire for it. And that's what they just did. So,
yeah. And that's the thing is, there's not even a sign on these doors that says you can't carry a firearm, no concealed weapons. There's no. This is the first set of signage that they were worried about. They were so scared of a camera that they created a sign. Like, think about that. Is the camera an assault camera, an extended magazine with a battery pack? Like, that's what DeLand's scared of right now. That's what it seems like. So I don't see a sign that says no firearms. It's pretty dangerous, firearm. So, what do I know, though? As they say, we're just YouTubers. They discredit us because they think that we're what they call a First Amendment auditor. Now, I don't know where that term originated from. I understand the meaning behind it. But I don't just audit or review or look into things of just the First Amendment. I look into all constitutionally protected activities, everything from the First Amendment to the 16th Amendment. This can't continue. It just can't. So thank you for all that are being here. I think there's 14 of you in the chat. Make sure you guys can all hear me okay. Just give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear okay. I got JD with 2 fingers. Thank you for the thumbs up. I can tell you this, they think that this is a game, or they think that this is, I don't know, a pissing match. They might be right. Like I said, we're going to wait. We're going to try and see if we can talk to the chief of police. Shoot, you guys can call too. Let the chief of police know that there's a man outside of his building wanting to offer him a flag as a reminder to the oath that he swore to protect. Honor your oath. That'd be funny if like he just appeared, the actual the YouTuber, honor your oath, like a genie. All right, hold on. If we cut scene here, then there's honor your oath. We're gonna try to stay on this corner a little bit here so that the citizens can see us and they can maybe take a look at what's going on. I've got a much more abrasive sign in the car, but it's for a different scenario. So if you're joining us now and a little late in the game, we're here today at the DeLand Police Department to basically hold them accountable. They've installed these new signs that do not allow for audio or video recording in a public space. This is on the order of the chief of police, Chief Umberger. Chief Umberger had swore oath to the Constitution, and it seems like he's forgotten that. So we're here with an American flag to hand to him as a reminder of his duties, and hope that he makes a change for the better. I mean, what else can I do? People say, you know, give an olive branch. This is my olive branch. If you guys could do me a favor, like and share, subscribe. I know it's a little boring. Hopefully, like I said, it gets a little bit more interesting if the chief comes out and has a chat with me, but likelihood is not. Um, and if you're just tuning in to find out why I'm doing this, it's because of this new sign that the police department has issued. No video or audio recording in the police department is prohibited except for um, law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. They said they just want to stop us from recording our requests because our public records requests are being either denied, forgotten, left out. Our complaints are being forgotten or left out. And we have record of this by recording them, and that's bothering them because now we're able to hold them accountable for what's called a spoilage of evidence. Spoilage of evidence is when evidence that you believe would be useful in a case against either your plaintiff or if you're a defendant, then you could use that. Now, they're not allowing us access to certain pieces of evidence, which, in my opinion, could be considered a spoilage of evidence. Now, for some of you that may know, I did serve this city with a letter for a intent to sue them for me and Wayne Schoonover for our arrest in result for the mask arrest that you guys may have seen. But the thing is we still haven't filed the actual lawsuit, and that's just due, honestly, because having a good attorney is hard. Having a good attorney that's able to follow through is even harder. So we're working through it. Me and my attorney are trying to get this finalized and finished so that way we can get all of the details out to all the right people and everybody can be informed. I gotta grab something. Hold on. All right, we're back. Grab my vape. You guys, you can see James Madison Audits is in here in the chat. Go give him a follow. He's the one that was just here with me, and we're gonna try to get them to come out. Maybe I have to go in there and remind them. Someone's gonna come out eventually. Like the guy who ran away, that guy might come back out. Why don't you guys do me a favor? If you're in the chat, do me a favor, call the police department and ask them if they'd be willing to send their chief of police or their next in line to come accept an American flag from We the People as a reminder and a token to why they're here. So I do apologize if I sound like a broken record, you all. I'm just trying to make sure all the new folks that pop into the live are familiar with what's going on. We're here at DeLand Police Department and trying to hold them accountable. They have prevented us from filming inside the lobby now in a public space. And as you can see by the case law I've listed in my description, this is in direct violation with not only the Constitution, but the Supreme Court's rulings. I don't know what they're truly trying to hide. The things that we were looking into were cases like Corporal Clark. Here in DeLand Police Department, Corporal Clark has been known to be going after and preying on domestic violence victims. IA report shows this. The victims that have contacted us after the fact, it shows this. His discharge from the military for having an extramarital affair shows this. The guy has a pattern for being a predator, and yet we still have him employed. He has a badge, gun, and a dog. Now it's just going to be, eventually it'll be your brother, your sister, your mother, your grandmother, and you're going to be thinking to yourself, man, if they would have just done something about this officer, maybe this wouldn't have happened. It'll be too late. But this flag is for the chief of police. Chief of police is willing to come down and have a chat with me and talk about why he's doing this. Then this flag's his. It's a gift, free of charge, and just a reminder that he swore an oath to the Constitution to protect it. This is not protecting it. Oh. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick sit-down break here. Oh, yeah. If you guys have any questions, I've got the iPad in front of me here. So I'm happy to answer them real quick while I take a quick break. So I see that there's 29 of you in here, so I appreciate all of you that have stayed and watched. Like I said, I don't know what the hope is here, but I'm hoping that they see that we're not scared, that this has got to stop, and this is unconstitutional. But yet, here we are. For those of you just joining us, we're waiting on the chief of police, hoping that he's going to come out here and answer some questions, but want to hand him this peace offering so that way he can make some reflections on these current lobby decisions. Video and audio recording in the police department lobby is prohibited, except for law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. So if someone's reporting a crime and their body-worn cameras are made available, I guess that would be the exception. Now, I don't know how they're going to enforce this, whether it'll be like a citation or a criminal trespass, but it seems like they really didn't think this all the way through. This was just an attempt to try and scare us from coming in here and interviewing the police and recording them and holding them accountable, because they have shut this place down like Fort Knox. They're sending out emails to all their police officers telling them not to communicate with us. They're literally just going out of their way to bridge a gap between us, the citizens, and the police department, and they know it. And that's the thing, is they're very aware. Have a good one. That's a police officer. That's a DeLand police officer just telling me have a good one. You know what I mean? Like, not all these cops hate us. Yeah. Yeah, this is Why don't you guys give him a call? Like I said, I put all the information in the chat. I would take you inside, but that would be possibly a violation. I'm like coddling this American flag like it's my baby, which technically it is, but I appreciate everybody in here. But like I said, this has got to stop. You know, it seems like every single day when I look at a new channel from a different state, cities across the nation are attempting to prevent the recording of public officials in their public capacity. Like, or they're I think what they're really upset about is that you can be more accurate and your stories could be a little bit more captivating with video and less refuted. But that's what we love about the video. That's what we love about photos is it's really hard to refute footage and or video evidence of a crime or an incident or a civil rights violation. It's very easy to discredit just somebody's word that, oh, I saw this person do this. Okay, so what? You know, you saw somebody do something, you know. Uh, the chief of police should also consider how he plans on handling trying to get footage from people's houses. Like, I don't know. I'm in a conundrum in this one, guys. This one kind of breaks my brain a little bit. Like, there's no subsection, there's no statute. It's not a restricted area. It's a public area that is not open constitutionally to the public. All right, we're gonna stand back up. James left his pen. If you're still listening, James, you left your pen. I wonder what happens when a police officer violates policy. Is it like a sort of? Do they get arrested? Oh, the police chief secretary, huh? Might have been. That was the cop I was waving at. Yep. Let's see. She said I was being disrespectful for asking why I can't. The police chief can't. He's busy putting something. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. We'll walk in here real quick, see if. Who's at the table? We could do this. We could go for a walk. What time is it? Is it lunchtime yet? You think they're out back? You guys want to go for a field trip? All right. I'm gonna plug this. All right, let's try this. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you got an iPad mini, it fits in your back pocket, which is pretty nice. All right, field trip time. Let's go. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Atom boys, give 'em the gun. Down we dive, spouting a flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in flame or we die in flame. Hey! Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. You're welcome, guys. That was the U.S. Air Force song, sung by yours truly. All right, so the chief of police's car is right there. So high likelihood that he'll come out. We'll use their sign to hold my iPad. Ah, I think that works. Oh, that's aluminum, not magnetic. That didn't work. Just have to hold it. All right. All right. I just got you guys right here on the floor. So, fun facts. My thoughts. It's lunchtime. He's going to be coming out the back. Come on. That's what she said. So, fun facts. Right here, technically, right here, is a vacant government lot to include where these federal vehicles are parked. So I found that interesting. They'll probably use a different vehicle to go to lunch in or eat lunch. Can I hit the thumbs up button? Yeah, I sure can. Look, we got a post office guy going. We still got our flag. Froze. Sorry about that, guys. That was a good freeze frame, though. Good. That was like perfect. We just wave to people. Here comes another police car. Hey. Car 12. There he goes. Car 12. We'll see if he'll have the chief of police come out for lunch. Yeah, I was hoping this sign right here was magnetic, but it is not. If you can see here, more signage. You're entering into a secured non-public area. Weapons and video recording of any type are prohibited. Beyond this point, except by law enforcement personnel conducting official business, all personnel are subject to search beyond this point. So you can carry a firearm in the lobby? Is that what I infer? I mean, I don't know. What do I know? Like I said, we're just lousy YouTubers, huh? At least that's what uh, Sheriff Mike Chipwood's stance is on the whole situation. But we still got that flag for you, Chief. We're waiting out here for you. We got a flag for you. Come on. Watch him decline the American flag. That's a good boy. Come on. I got your treat. I'm just kidding. Morning. See, they're nice. Thank you. See, it doesn't always have to be hostile. Like, you can be kind and funny all at the same time. But seriously, these signs gotta go. Like, so you have this sign out back. You've got the other sign out front. This thing is a Fort Knox of transparency. I don't think I've ever seen a place so freaking transparent. But yeah, it's technically not their property. It's technically vacant land right here. Just that part of the parking lot. The federal property starts where you see that line. Hold on. You'll see that line. That's where the federal property starts. These vehicles are technically not supposed to be there. But what do we know? Again, it's about that lunchtime. Maybe they're going to pop out real quick. That should be the chief's car right there. And this should be the deputy chief's car right next to it. So this is deputy chief. This should be chief. This is the fire department. They also have a similar kind of sign. They don't mind filming though. You know, just not back there. He likes to peek out and see if I'm gone, and then he'll run. Same with this guy. I don't know if he left yet, but one guy that was not going out. You guys missed it, but if you go back to the beginning of the live feed, like right at the beginning, like right when we got sat down, like one of the cops, like I don't know if it was a cop or a recruit or something, but he just started running, like just like had to run away from the camera. It's an assault camera, I guess. Oh shit! I didn't know it did that. You know, my tripod just got bigger somehow. Boom! Oh my lord! I just realized. You ever like have a device for a while, and then you realize it's got another feature? You're like, oh shit! Yeah, the legs extend farther on my. Oh, we missed him. We missed somebody, and they can't go out that way because the car's blocking it. Oh no, he got through. He's gonna stand right here waiting for the chief of police. He's been notified that we're out front, technically out back now, with our American flag. He chose not to come out, according to his secretary. Apparently, she didn't like James's phone call, which, you know, is what it is. But hopefully, we catch him when on the way to lunch. Yeah, that's what we're doing. There's also this sign, beautiful sign. It says you're entering a secured non-public area. Weapons and video recording of any type are prohibited beyond this point, except by law enforcement personnel only. Now, cool, you got a secure area back here. But they did the same thing in the lobby. And I don't know where this ends, I guess. Hey, look at this butterfly. Someone should soundbite that. Look at this butterfly. And again, guys, if you're just joining us, to kind of fill you in, DeLand Police Department has recently approved an ordinance that prevents filming in the police lobby, the lobby only. Now, this is interesting because it goes against the Supreme Court, it goes against the Constitution, yet they still try and imply that they're going to either fine you or arrest you. And they put these signs outside of the door to try and discourage those who may be less educated or
unable to like have the backbone to step in there and continue to record. James did go inside and he did record, and nothing happened to him, and that's very interesting. Gotta be very careful. We don't want to step over that line. Let's check these comments. Oh. Yep. About what, 45 more minutes in this lunchtime? So we'll catch them. We'll get them. Is that Clark? That was Clark. James, Clark is here. See how he comes inside. Chief, we're still out back, man. Can you come get this flag? I don't think they have a camera on this side, which bothers them a little bit. They can't see me. I hope that Corporal Clark comes and parks right there, which I think he is. So let's see what he does. He went around the long way. Afternoon. Have a good day. I'm antagonizing, I guess. So we'll try it a different way. See if they'll talk to us. You just heard me tell him good morning or good afternoon and have a good day. No response. I don't think he's going to park there. He's scared to park anywhere near me because I've got a camera. I think this is the quartermaster pulling in right now. It's usually pretty kind. No, that's just the parking meter lady, man, person. Should give him some respect though, because he is a veteran. Somebody's got chickens. Good afternoon. Have a good day.
go again. See? They're ignoring us. I definitely think they're recruits. Sounds like a fire. If you're just joining us, we're here at the DeLand Police Department, where they have recently passed a ordinance preventing anyone from filming inside of the police department lobby. Now, this is a absolute violation of the Constitution, violation of Supreme Court rulings, which are listed in the description below. If you have any concerns or if you want to voice your opinion or your grievances with the DeLand Police Department, there's a phone number in the description, as well as Chief Umberger's, not personal email, but professional email. And these emails have to be professional. I mean, we don't get anywhere with sour milk. Like, let's just be honest. Including myself, I even know that. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it feels nice, but when we're dealing with the leaders of these departments, they're just going to discredit you or disregard anything you send them that has anything threatening or like what's the word, disparaging about them or their family. So try to stick to facts. Try to stick to this. This is unconstitutional. This sign, the sign that's out front now. You were with us earlier. You can rewind. You can see that sign. We're waiting for the chief of police. I've got an American flag here for him to remind him of the oath that he swore to, and to remind him that our Constitution isn't something to be played with. Unless he's Canadian, and he might start singing, "Oh, Canada." Or if you missed my Air Force song revision, it's there. This is a hand-sewn flag made here in the United States of America, folded by master seamstress and white glove inspection. This comes from a company called Allegiance Flag Supply. Not a sponsor, not affiliated, just a great flag company. If you need an American flag, that's where you should get it. Allegiance Flag Supply. They've got every size, shape, wind resistance that you could use. This is a standard 5x3 American flag for your home. Again, this is from the chief of police, hoping that it will remind him of the oath that he swore to and continues to hopefully enforce. If not, then I will have to take it upon myself to really try and find a way to remove him from his position in office. It's also the same city who passed an ordinance of no camping on public properties. The same city that really goes after homeless people because they find them unpleasant. We do know that the department has been using different ways to exit the building to avoid accountability, which is fine. But here we are trying to have accountability, and again, we're being avoided. We've been out here since 9:30 this morning, trying to get the chief of police to come out and accept this American flag. But I kind of knew I'd be taking this back home. We'll try this again until he takes this flag. I might even put the Constitution inside of it. Morning! Let me check out this chat, see what I've been missing. What's going on, guys? Good morning, Rogue. Thanks for joining us, brother. The flag is for the chief of police. I want to give this flag to him as a gift to remind him of his oath that he swore to. You know, they say that we're not peacefully protesting or that we're not trying to bridge that gap. Well, here's me trying to bridge that gap. Have a good day. I have a flag. This one's for the chief. It's to remind him of his oath. Hand sewn. You too, brother. I hope your knee feels better. I hope your knee feels better. See, we're not bad. Like, no one's perfect, man. Like, that guy's a great guy, cop. I've seen his IAs. You know, people have complaints, but there are real cops out there that are a menace to society, predators on the victims. Like Corporal Clark, he's avoiding parking back here because he knows I'm going to call him out. He knows that I know more than most people do about his career. His Article 13 removal from the Marine Corps, discharge less than honorable, had to apply for an upgrade to his less than honorable discharge for having an affair with someone else's wife. Now he's doing it again here at the police station, but under the guise that he's this peace officer or this police officer making passes at domestic violence victims when he's already married with a child. If that all wasn't bad enough, this same officer was caught making inappropriate comments about high school age girls at a high school football game where he was assigned. This is disturbing because the police chief said that these comments were taken out of context. I've read the comments. Those were not taken out of context. Those are exactly what he meant. We've all been there. We've all seen guys that act like that. We've all been inappropriate. Have a good day, brother. Hey, I'm trying to keep it spirited. I'm trying to keep it spirited. Yeah. America. See, again, people don't hate us here. The chief of police may not like us, doesn't like transparency. And I hope he's watching. I hope he's sitting here in the comments looking and reading all of your comments. And if he's not, you guys can call. There's a phone number. There's an email address. All of it's available for all of you to call and redress your grievances. I even recommend that you reach out to the state's attorney's office. I've included the PIO for the state's attorney so that they can make a public statement about this situation because this new law or this new ordinance is unconstitutional. They're trying to prevent our First Amendment rights. Period. Period. I believe it's Smith v. Cummings that allows you to record in private or allows you to record any interaction with a public official. But again, the Supreme Court's ruled on this. The Constitution's technically already ruled on this. I mean, it's the Constitution. And this place doesn't have any free public candy. That's why Rogue doesn't come and visit. We're going to do this at least until my phone dies. As you guys know, batteries are a burden. All right, we're gonna go on another field trip. Field trip time. Hang on. Oh, got an idea. Hang on, we're going down. Go up. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. So this is another entrance that they try and use sometimes, like to go in and out and try to avoid accountability. So we know Lieutenant Milan is here. Technically, it's Captain Milan who's here now. Sorry for the bouncing. Trying to walk as steady as possible. So now the DeLand Police Department has this verbiage on all 4 doors. Videos and audio recording in the public lobby is prohibited, except for law enforcement personnel only. You know, again, wanting to try and prevent us from holding them accountable. I don't appreciate it. So now we're going to stand out front, put our iPad down, put our drink down. Let's go set you guys back up on the old tripod. All right. I'm going to get that. There we go. All right. All right. Grab these chats. James was with me, but he's not with me now. But we are back on again. Again, we're here at the DeLand Police Department, where they recently passed this ordinance that says video and audio recording in the police department lobby is prohibited except for law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. So they've now designated this as a not public space. They've designated this as a restricted area because they've restricted your ability to video and audio record. I find that interesting because how does somebody want to go inside and report a crime or request records if they can't even record their own interaction with law enforcement? This seems like a larger barrier than me recording in the lobby. What do I know? Sorry. What's that? No, no. You guys go in. I'm live streaming the DeLand Police Office has this new policy that they put in place that prevents people from going in a public area and recording. So I'm just trying to remind them of their oath, to the Constitution. So, but yeah, absolutely. Have a good day. But like you said, you guys can see that this is going to be the downfall because the moment that you're not able to record your interaction, there's no proof. There's been countless times where someone's come to me and said, "Hey, Steve, I've gone to the police station, complained about this officer, but nothing's happened." I'm going to ask and I say, did you record it? Well, I didn't record it. Well, there's no proof then. We're not able to actually hold people accountable if they're not able to um, be held accountable. Like, how do you know who did something without video proof? It's all hearsay. You know, someone's witness statement may not be as effective as a video recording. For instance, like they released the lobby footage from when the gentleman smashed my camera. That was lobby footage, publicly accessible information, hence why they were able to release it to the public. It just, there's this disconnect between the DeLand Police Department here, the chief of police, and the citizens. So I'm not sure we're going to find a common ground, but like I said, we're going to try and give him this American flag as a peace offering, trying to hopefully remind him, like I said, of his oath of office. We're going to do this at least until my phone dies. So I appreciate all of you being here. Give a little bit of my Red Bull. That may be the reason why he comes out, I hope. But I appreciate all of you being here. We're going to be out here again on Monday doing this exact same thing. I'll have a much larger charge on my phone, so we'll be able to probably go live for a lot longer. But I'll send the chief an email inviting him to accept this American flag outside of the police station. But he's got to remove this stuff. I can't, in good faith, give him an American flag when he is enforcing such a. And look, they can't even spell police right. They missed the I. I knew they were going to spell something wrong. It's policy, in the policy. I don't even know that. There's no. Great job, guys. Couldn't spell police. Was you run out of the letter I? Yep. They ran out of the I. Oh, I got to show you guys. They had to print so many vinyl letters that they ran out. Hold on. Have a good one. See, it says Pulsey. Missing the I. You know, they have brand new signage for this, but couldn't afford a new handicap sticker. It's priorities, you know. Priorities. Not you. That's the priority. It's not you. We still got this flag. We're still willing to give it to them. I appreciate all of you guys in the live chat just watching me stand here. Like I said, we're just trying to bring awareness to this new signage, preventing anyone from filming inside the police department lobby or audio recording. It's getting a little excessive now. You know, they have no interest in the First Amendment. They have no interest in protecting the First Amendment. It's the polar opposite. If they could, they would do everything they could to prevent us from filming inside or even releasing the body camera footage that is yours. I don't know if you guys know this, but it costs money to actually request body camera footage. 9 times out of 10, you could be anywhere from $25 to $50, even up to $400 for one body camera footage. And that's a really big barrier for a lot of people. I mean, $400 to get a footage of something that you may believe was wrongdoing, that's not freedom. Come on. That's extortion. They're not making money now from tickets. They're making money from the body cameras. I mean, think about it. If every time someone instead pulls the body camera and they charge you 50 or 60 bucks for every single time, they're making money one way or the other. That's the interesting thing. Like gone through this in my head, how they think this is in a public area. Even the canned foods are over here. So even the corporate news stations, they're not able to come in here. Fox News, West 2 News, Channel 9 News, none of them. They're not able to go inside and film, to the point that Chris Graham, the PIO for the DeLand City, had to take a photo from inside there and then submit it to them, which was hilarious. I can't make this stuff up. No live street beating. Can we be a witness? Basically. It's starting to get hot, though, I tell you that. I heard some pressure changes. Let's see if there's a... Nope, no one's in there. I want to thank you all for being here. I don't know what time it is, but probably going to call it here in about 20 minutes. So if we don't see from the chief here in 20 minutes, we'll probably just call it a day and go from there. We'll reattempt this next week on Monday and see if people are willing to come out and meet with us. Don't worry, I'm not frozen. Sometimes we can catch Lieutenant Milan coming out too. Yeah, guys, we're just going to do this a few more minutes. We'll call it a day. So just to give you guys some more final information, we're here today in DeLand because the DeLand city leaders approved an ordinance that would prevent you from coming in here and recording your interactions in this public lobby. Now, I don't know if this makes this now a restricted area, but it does not appear to be public property or a public area for the public. You can't film, doesn't seem like it's public to me. That being said, the information is listed in the description, including the contact information for this DeLand Police Department, the chief's email address. Please send him an email. Let him know how you feel. Peacefully, though, redress your grievances. It does not involve threatening the life or the harm to anyone. I don't believe in that, especially not children. But peacefully redress your grievances. Give him just reasonable arguments to why this is unacceptable. Not only that, but the amount of things that are going on inside this department, transparency should be its forefront. And Captain Dice promised me that it would be, but I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the transparency that Captain Dice promised. So I don't know. We'll see how this continues and how this plays out, but I'm not seeing what they're putting down. Like I said, I think this is the Fort Knox of transparency. That's what we're going to call this. And if you guys are out about this weekend and you see me out doing some things, you'll see me with a sign or two here in DeLand. Come and say hello. I got some stickers for you. Got some pig stickers if you see me. Well, the thing is we could film. We so from what I understand, if I were to go inside and film, there's not much they're going to really do. But the problem is that they're telling us that we can't film. So I'm going to follow these policies only because I'm not trying to go to jail today. At least I have no interest in trying to go to Volusia County. Like, just I don't want to do that. It's disgusting. Their jail is gross. But that being said, I'm hoping that the chief of police come here, have a conversation with me. He's avoided conversation with me since the day I was arrested for not wearing a mask. You know, I'm not sure exactly where the disconnect came in, but I had never known this department even existed until the day they arrested me. So I find that very entertaining and interesting at the best. I appreciate all of you being here, by the way. Like, sincerely, I couldn't do half of the things I do, actually, none of the things I do without all of your guys' support. The views are so helpful. It allows me to afford some of these records requests that I put out because some of these, if James is in here, he'll tell you, I spend more money on records requests probably than any other journalist, at least that we know. And I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, the truth has to come out, and I'll make it free to you guys. I won't charge you for any record that I get. That's a promise. Anytime I pay for a record, it's yours. You can have it. It's free of charge, and that's how it should be. And we should make a database where all these records are held, so that way people can actually see this stuff. It's just ridiculous to me. Oh, Chitwood's already got wind of me. Trust me. Me and Sheriff Chitwood have been emailing back and forth. Um, I've offered an open dialogue with him. He's declined. Same thing here with the police station. But we are here. So we're going to do this for another 12 minutes, guys. Another 12 minutes. And then we're going to call it. But if you would like, in the description, there is a phone number for you to call. You can call and place your complaint with the DeLand Police Department. You can also email the Chief of Police. Umberger J is his email at thedeland.org. And let them know how you feel about this. Do you feel this is unconstitutional? You have records that show that this is unconstitutional, like case law records, like Smith v. Cummings. There's a couple others, but Supreme Court's ruled on this. I guess we're just avoiding, what's the word? Avoiding what actually has happened and not using the rule of law. Again, we still have the Constitution. You have these two Supreme Court cases that make it clear. Citizens have the right to film public officials within their public duty, period. You got a restricted area that requires key card access? Cool. Sounds good. You know what? This front door doesn't require any key card access, which means I should be able to film. It means it's public. Doesn't mean authorized personnel only. Josh Santos. I'll keep that in mind. I'm trying to read the chats without the glare. It's a little difficult. Everybody, thanks again. Your support's been probably the most helpful and allows me to continue what I do. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the comments section. All right, y'all. I said we were going to do 12 minutes, but my back is killing me, and I am going to have to take a seat. So I hope that you guys all enjoyed this interaction. You guys were able to maybe learn something. We'll do one more walk around and see if we catch the chief of police before we leave. Put our stuff in the car. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I used to be in a wheelchair for 2.5 years after my 8 years of active duty service. And so I'm still trying to get better at like the length of time that I can stand and trying to increase my overall physical fitness standard. But it takes just a bit of time. We stood for a couple hours today, which was impressive. Oh, didn't pick up my trash. Stephen Geist. I was in the Air Force. Did 7 years, 10 months. I was at 819 Red Horse Squadron. Medically retired. And then I've been trying to help people until this incident happened. Then I became an activist. The moment I was arrested for a mask, for a muzzle, I told myself that I'm not the only one. Well, thank you for your service, my friend. The chief of police are still here. Thank you for your service, too. You guys will recognize the term Jody. Corporal Clark here, that's hiding on the other side. We might go over and try to see if we can catch him. Is what the armed forces likes to call a Jody. A Jody is somebody, if you're not familiar with, is somebody who tries, or someone who is while you're gone is sleeping with your significant other. Oh look, there was a cop car. That was interesting. Yeah. Private ride. Private escort, I guess. I want to ride to my car. Jeez. I don't know what that was about. That car's been here a while too. Car's been here all morning. All right, we're getting one more field trip in real quick, you guys. I'm pretty sure Clark's hiding over here. And I can see your comments, by the way. It kind of pops up on the screen. This vertical view isn't too bad on the YouTube live stream portion. It gives you like a small word bubble for each like text, and it shows maybe like one or two chats at a time, which is nice. Trying to make sure there's no signs. I don't want to break any rules, get my ass arrested. Well, that's a new car. Definitely a DeLand car. Community service. All right. Don't see the other canine unit, which is but maybe we can close the fencing so you can't see inside. They have those chocolate crayons now for people who like eating crayons. I mean, sincerely, it's like a batch of crayons you can buy, like whether it's chocolate shaped like crayons and colored like crayons. That's basically the police department. This vehicle right here, if you ever see it out and about, this is Captain Milan. Typically has a tendency for going fast. This is interesting. I don't know if you can see right up there. It's a smoke can. Oh, but I think I found their smoke spot. Yeah, it sure is. See? Hold on. So there's the chair, and then this, like right here is their can for their smoking. Secured entrances? Huh? Secure? Yellow. Secure? No. That's a public lobby. You just can't film inside it. Yeah, the land logo. All right, hold on. Let's go see if we can catch the chief walking out for lunch. The post office isn't really a fan of us right now, but that's okay. I think we had 51 thumbs up. Now we have 50. Someone unthumbed. It's funny. Unthumbed. He unthumbed. Thank you. I appreciate your thumbs up. I just thought it was funny. Another one just pulled in. Hold on. Stay tuned. We got some activity. I don't know if I can zoom. Yeah, no zoom option on landscape mode. We got people parking though, which means we got activity. It's not hard. I mean, it really is not. Like, people just took the time, like a couple minutes out of their day to be just a citizen journalist. Like, let's say if every human took 1 hour out of their day to be a citizen journalist, our country would be so much better off. Happy lunch! Have a good one! See that? We got ignored again. They can't handle the kindness. Officer Nelson, have a good one! You don't think I know who these people are? Come on now. Come on now. We got the fire department. Woo-hoo! See? Fire department loves us. It's because we don't bother them. Oh, chief, come out and play. Told you, lunchtime. We'll do this till the phone dies. Yeah, I'm not in the air conditioning. Don't get me wrong, it was a breeze, but definitely no air conditioning. Oh, I see what you're saying now. How's it going? Thank you. At least he waved. One of the most. Everybody else didn't even do waving. You push back, I'm going to push back harder. That's how this works. The UPS guy's over there cheering us on. Oh, my legs. Oh, I got to stretch. Hold on. When did he sign it? I don't think he signed it yet, did he? Or did he just sign it as we're speaking? I have my measure. I have my tape measure, but it has a laser on it, so I have to be careful. So, like, I bought this tape measure. Hold on. So, it's hard to see it because of frame rates, but it actually tells me that I can actually point to something like on the ground. It'll measure it, give me 4 feet, 1 inch, so that way I can measure the distance from officers. Must be a weird LCD screen, like, because it's only showing you like it's how old video games used to work. Actually, I'm telling you, Chief's coming out. We're gonna get him. Get him this flag. I think everything's quieting down. We're having a Friday powwow, Friday luncheon. All right, everybody. Well, we tried. We gave it a good college effort. We gave it the old Stanford try, the old Harvard hoo-ha. But they weren't willing to come talk to us. They're hiding up there. They keep moving the blinds. That's the only reason I know. All right, everybody. It's been fun. Signing off here at the DeLand Police Department. Today, they didn't arrest us, which was good, which was not our hope. But we did at least make our presence known. And just remember, DeLand Police, lobby, not constitutional. See you guys.